speak through Fox News and let the independents who are tuning into you, let them know what it is that she stands for, the principles behind her positions.
It used to be that new candidates were advised to brush up on the issues so they could handle questions from anyone, even tough questions. The idea behind that was that it prepared you also for actually governing. But now the advice to candidates is only to talk to sympathetic reporters.
We need to start now by electing strong leaders who aren't afraid to shake it up. We need strong, principled leaders, public servants who respect our Constitution.
We need clarity. We deserve answers, so we don't ask the same questions tomorrow.
Good night, Lon.
And finally tonight, W's mom, former First Lady Barbara Bush, is weighing in on the idea of Sarah Palin running for president. She doesn't think Washington, D.C. is the place for Caribou Barbie.
What's your read about Sarah Palin?
I sat next to her once, thought she was beautiful, and I think she's very happy in Alaska, and I hope she'll stay there.
Well, we get to see firsthand just how happy Sarah Palin is in Alaska. Last night, another episode of her reality show aired.
A couple of my girlfriends threw me my baby shower right here in this shooting range. My first baby shower. And I love to share that story because it gets the liberals all wee-weed up. I can't tell where it's going.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Don't retreat, just reload.
they could do some damage here. We need to calm these boys down real quick.
That hurts like crap!
Well, that person thinks that she could beat President Obama. She's heading to Iowa this weekend to plug her book, and her aides are reportedly checking out office space in Des Moines, Iowa. Joining me now is Joan Walsh, editor-at-large, Salon.com. Lots of messaging going on here. Being a guy who likes to hunt and fish from the Midwest, I think that crowd would kind of get this and be enamored with it. Is there messaging here that is definite? What do you think, Joan?
I don't think it's definite, Ed. I don't think she's going after your vote, but I could be wrong, and I know you're keeping an open mind. I think that the Barbara Bush maneuver is fascinating.
Perhaps we are not properly educating our youth in the exceptional nature of America. It's worrisome because this belief in American exceptionalism is something that every new generation has got to make its own if we expect our republic and our liberties to be secure and to live on. For America to survive, we have got to pass this on to that next generation, to the young kids who are here, to the students.
You know, this real America, does it exist, John?
Well, in terms of real American and exceptionalism, look, the most basic thing that people can do in support of a democracy is vote. And we take our votes very seriously. The people of Alaska voted for Sarah Palin, and Sarah Palin quit. Exceptional people don't quit. And I seriously tell my kids this probably 2 or 3 times a week. It's better to lose than to quit. So she can sit there and she can talk about being exceptional. She can talk about better of America. If she were a better person, she would have stood and fought. She chose to check out and to do it to make money. I've got no problem with making money, but that's what she is. She's a reality
I
star.
have a different observation, though. He hears what's going on. That speech, the first 20 minutes, was every vapid cliche strung together. It was complete, almost nonsense.
She's extra sassy these days, too, because she's winning. All her mama Grizzlies are winning. And they're busting through that glass ceiling. And the mama Grizzlies are going to Washington, and they're going to flip your picnic table, Dave. You know what I noticed on Fox News last night, though, is on Fox News, they address her as Governor Palin, which is like calling me Dairy Queen employee. I was once, but I quit.
That's right.
There is that point there that somehow Sarah Palin forgets. Oh, well.
Suppose Senator John Doe puts forth a constitutional amendment that would outlaw abortion, even in cases of rape or incest, and he asked you to attend the announcement and support him in that. Would you do it?
I would. Yes, a proposal like that, I would stand by it. Let's be completely clear about the facts here. There is no place in the world and no time in history where restricting women's reproductive rights makes a people or a nation more free or more equal. These extreme positions on abortion are, without any question, a war on American girls and women, and the fact that there are women who are both complicit and participatory in it is really neither surprising nor unprecedented. It has always been true, and it is incredibly important that we recognize that despite the fact that we can be very proud of these women and as politicians, that the question is, how do women as citizens fare on the other side of them either being elected or not elected?